We've been out for close to a year, right?
Yeah, or more. But doesn't seem like a year though. It seems like couple of weeks, months, like months. Yeah,
Well, we've been working. We've been
yeah,
working. Nigeria has been happening. Like a
yeah.
lot has been happening. So
I guess
last time we did this, we had a different president. I don't want to go into politics now, but it is what it is. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Ball Game Times, the podcast where we gather all of our football opinions, blend it, and deliver it straight to you right here on YouTube, on Spotify, as well as Apple Podcasts. My name is Mubarak, and I am joined by my guy Abdulaziz. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, Chief.
Still top of the league, right? Liverpool have been top of the league for recent weeks, but Arsenal back
Top of the league, baby.
Yeah, today we'll be talking about the Premier League title race. We'll be talking about the international break coming up as well, because Nigeria has a 26-man list and there's some important invitations that some people are going to have their debuts.
Yeah, fresh names.
So we'll get into that as well. We're going to look around Europe as well if there's any interesting news. Of course, Germany, Bayer Leverkusen are doing a madness over
there's
there.
there's always something to talk about in Europe.
Of course.
Leverkusen are doing magic right now. So
the
many
NPFL as well. Last night.
Yeah, Sporting Lagos.
It was today. It was actually today. Sporting Lagos defeated Remo Stars in the Southwest Derby.
4-1. Good game.
Twitter has been
Sporting Lagos. I think Sporting Lagos are here to stay.
I think let's even start by talking about them, because I think they are very important for the league. People do not really realize how important they are, because they have. I think they have this visibility that every other team struggles to have.
Yeah, they bring a lot. Like they bring the razzmatazz too. You know, anything that involves Lagos is always like the life of the party in Nigeria. So having a team come from Lagos is very, very important for the league.
Where are Vendreza? Because I thought everything Sporting Lagos are doing right now, what they are right now, I thought that was going to be Vendreza a couple of seasons ago.
I think they I don't know. I think they are in the National League. I think so. But them not being here, I think they set the tone for Sporting Lagos. They made the people that acquired Sporting Lagos believe that, if they can do something, if they can get close to this, I think we can do it too. And if you don't know, there's another team right now. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Inter Lagos.
Really?
Yeah. Inter Lagos. They're a new team too.
So like Inter Miami, Inter Lagos.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they watch out. Lagos very soon. Lagos will be like the center for football. Like it should be. Like I feel like that's when we played our best football. Lagos was like the center of Nigerian football.
Yeah.
And it should be like that too.
I can't wait for like a proper football stadium, like modern football stadium, to be built in Lagos, because I think we need that. Like all the stadiums are. I don't want to go into all of that infrastructural stuff and all the government.
I still think the best thing would be for us to totally rebuild the national stadium. The one
instead of building a new one.
Yeah, the one that we've shared like lovely memories in. The same one in Surulere. I think that would be the best.
Yeah, of course. Like we should renovate them, but I would like to still see like a new stadium in the center of. Because I was looking at AFCON. Did you see that stadium where Nigeria played? I think it must have been our second game.
Second game was against Ivory Coast.
No, I think it was our last group game. Yeah, our last group game.
Okay.
The stadium was right beside the sea, and you could see how that stadium was so beautiful. And I was just thinking to myself, like, imagine a stadium in Nigeria.
The only country is close to the sea.
VI or something, huh?
The Onikon Stadium is close to the sea, yeah.
But
if you get,
I've not seen an aerial view of it.
Yeah, I'm sure if you get an aerial view, because it's close to the bridge. It's there.
But that's different still. This one was like right behind. Anyways, let's talk about the Premier League title race, which is hurting up right now, before we get into talking about international football. Liverpool against Manchester City ended in a 1-1 draw. It was a good game of football, high intensity, box office. Arsenal as well is looking like advantage Arsenal now. Arsenal defeated
Brentford.
2-1. Declan Rice with the first goal. Kai Havertz with the
Samina
second
Mina,
goal.
Waka Waka,
That song is
Samina
funny,
Mina,
bro.
yeah, sorry, Kai Havertz scores again. You guys will not rest. I won't say much because last season we all know what happened when when I was like bragging, but this time around I won't say much. Just watch out.
Arsenal are doing well. To be fair, You guys are doing well, but I don't like the way your fans are behaving on the internet. Like it's very annoying how Arsenal fans can be.
I feel like that's how,
Oh,
yeah,
that sound. Anyway,
that's Nigerian sound.
up Nepa.
Yeah, that's the best sound in Nigeria.
Oh man.
I personally, I feel Arsenal, like we've worked so hard to get to where we are right now,
Yeah.
and it is also like a great advertisement for the league that there's going to be a 3-horse race. I think I mentioned it to you, and you were like, you don't feel like it would happen.
Yeah, I felt at that point. I felt like one of the teams would drop eventually, but it's not looking that
No,
way.
it doesn't. I think three of them are very strong, and it would probably, I would really love it, and I think I deserve it. I think I want it to go to the last day. I want helicopters. I
All
want,
three teams.
yeah,
I don't think that's ever happened before.
yeah. I want it to happen.
That'd be crazy.
Like, and I want something close to an Aguero moment with Arsenal winning the league.
Let's talk about Ramsdale. I think he had a howler in that game.
Yeah.
He was there to replace
David Raya.
David Raya, who is
Yeah.
on loan from Brentford.
Yeah.
Can't play against his parental club.
Yeah.
So like he had a howler in that game, and it looks like next season he might be out of Arsenal.
That's probably his last game.
I still think he's a top class goalkeeper, and I think everything that's going wrong with him now has to do with confidence. And sometimes I
Yeah.
just sit back and think it seems like Arteta has sabotaged him because he didn't put any foot wrong. Like he did pretty well for you guys last season. He was solid.
I think it's not Arteta's fault, but he can take some of the blame too. Ramsdale was fantastic for Arsenal. Like ever since Arsenal signed him last season, he was one of Arsenal's best players. But Arteta mentioned one thing when he came in. He said there are some non-negotiables with how he wants to play, and the way he wants to play, Ramsdale can be temperamental. With how he plays, with how he mentioned it in an interview that sometimes he himself loses concentration during games, and David Raya is a very cool-headed player. He makes the right passes. He's very good with his feet. When it comes to goalkeeping abilities, I don't think Raya is better than Ramsdale. I think they are like on the same level, but when it comes to like playing out from the back, coming, like watching how the opponent plays, how they press you, how you break the press. I think Raya is one of the best goalkeepers. And I don't know if you remember when Brentford played Liverpool, was it 3 seasons ago when they just came in? And Jurgen Klopp said Raya was playing like a number 10, the way he was spraying those passes. So I think that's why he's playing ahead of Ramsdale. And that mistake.
I don't think he is a better goalkeeper than Ramsdale, though. In all fairness.
Yeah, I don't think he is too. When it comes to their shot stopping abilities, I think they're on the same level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Ramsdale, his confidence right now is like very low because that mistake he made against Brentford, I don't think he would make that mistake on like an average day. But his confidence, and he redeemed himself. He made like 2 good saves after that, like 2 decent saves, and Kai Havertz like saved his bomb.
You guys let us know in the comments, who do you think is the better goalkeeper?
Yeah,
Ramsdale or David Raya?
Yeah.
I'm talking about people who have calm heads. At some point when Arsenal made that signing to bring Ben White to the Emirates, there was a section of the Arsenal fan base that felt like it wasn't a signing that you needed. Because at that point you had Pablo Mari, there was Gabriel Magalhaes, I don't know how to pronounce that name. And then you had Saliba coming back from his loan spell in the Ligue 1. So it looked like, why were you bringing in a centre back? And eventually, I think they've been proven right in some way because he's not been playing as a centre back. He's been playing as a right back.
Yeah.
But maybe if Timber was fit, maybe he wouldn't have been able to. But last season he had a great season. Kudos to him.
Yeah.
This is a tweet about Benjamin White, which I found very interesting. This is from Michael Timms. Benny Blanco, the Love Island Maldini, Sir Benjamin of White, we are not worthy. Is that his chant?
I think they're trying to create a new chance for him. You know, I don't think he has one. I think this is probably maybe a new one. I'm not sure though.
English football fans are the best when it comes to chants.
Are you sure?
Bro, I don't know. I don't speak.
Maybe because
Italian
we don't speak other languages. Because I've seen some crazy chants I saw one in the Brazilian league game, and I didn't understand what they were saying, but the whole stadium was literally bouncing. I think it was Vasco da Gama.
They were doing for like a player or for the club. Because English people have...
That's the problem.
Like,
they don't speak the language.
Chants, they have chants for various players.
Yeah.
Like in Liverpool, for instance, they have a chant for Jota. They have one for Salah. They used to have one for Sadio Mane. They have one for Van Dijk.
Yeah, I get you. Like, to be honest, they are pretty amazing at it. Like, compared to, like, this part of the world, like Africa.
Bro, even in Europe, I think English people are top tier in terms of that. Cause
yeah, but we don't speak the languages of, like, we don't understand Italian.
Well,
so whatever they are
saying... Why does Osimhen not have a chant then, for instance?
Okay.
There's like a chant, but it's not a chant still. Because the stadium announcer would be like,
I think that's
Victor,
just... No.
Osimhen. That's like hype, more like...
They do it for like every player that scores.
Exactly. It's not like they have it. Because if they did have a chant, we would know.
What's the best chant in football right now? Player chant in the EPL.
Has to be that Kai Havertz one. I saw a video of Chip, the rapper, doing a chant about him, and I think he's different from the one you just did. I don't know, because he was like 60 million times.
Okay, it's like this. Samina mina waka waka 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again.
Anyway, enough about Arsenal. You guys are having a great season.
Yeah. I think Liverpool too. Liverpool are having like they are exceeding expectations, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't when the season started. I didn't think Liverpool would be in this position.
Yeah.
Like, look at the Carling Cup final, the Carabao Cup final. They did wonders with those kids. I don't think it has ever happened before. Even when Wenger used kids, like they would get to the finals and they would crumble. But you know, Liverpool just they outdid themselves that day.
Well, before I get into Liverpool, I still want to look at that Arsenal team. I think Declan Rice signing for Arsenal has been like the revelation. It's been like the missing piece out of the puzzle for you guys, and that's why Arsenal are difficult to defeat right now. Like, defensively, Arsenal are the best in the league, and there's a reason why that is happening. Last season, you guys had a great spine still with Partey and Xhaka, who are good players as well.
Yeah.
But Declan Rice has just come in and taken it to a whole new level, and it's just amazing to see that he's able to do it alone, because he's playing with two number 8s most of the time. He has Odegaard and who's on the other side most of the time. Sometimes Havertz, sometimes Jorginho.
Yeah.
So it's like he's playing like the pivot in that midfield, and he's been amazing.
And sometimes there's the part that has really surprised me most is his playmaking ability.
Yeah.
His abilities to deliver, like
he can carry the ball.
Yeah.
As well.
He can deliver wonderful set pieces. I think he has like 5 or 6 assists. I think he has 4 from set pieces.
And he has goals as well.
Yeah. So his ability to get into the box and score goals and deliver wonderful set pieces, I think that's what has really like
set him apart.
Yeah, like surprised me, because I knew about his defensive abilities, like from West Ham, because you know West Ham play pragmatic.
I've always known that he was good with the ball at his feet, because even at West Ham, he didn't want to be seen as just a defender, because he actually started as a centre back.
Yeah. And
then they moved him into midfield, and there was that talk of can he play there? Can he even play? Could he even play further up the pitch?
Was it when he was at Chelsea, like
at
the
West
academy?
Ham. At West Ham, he actually started as a centre back.
Wow.
First time, yeah, because at some point you weren't rating Declan Rice, you were all about Partey, but right now
I was even rooting for Arsenal to sign Caicedo, to be honest.
Bro, you guys does the big bullet right there.
Are you sure? I think Caicedo is a fantasy. He's just playing.
He's not a better player than Declan Rice though. He's not. No, he's not. Anyway, let's talk about Liverpool and City as well, who are also in the title race. Their game finished 1 goal apiece
Yeah, wonderful
at Anfield.
game.
The fans were amazing. City opened the scoring from a very well worked corner kick. From Liverpool's perspective, of course, it was disappointing. It was a disappointing corner kick to concede. Switched off, and then it happened. There was a lot of talk about it on social media, and how it was reminiscent of Trent's corner taking quickly at Barcelona a few years ago. But yeah, from City's perspective, obviously they are excited. They were excited for that goal.
Yeah,
Of course,
it
they're
looked like
not
something.
excited with the draw.
It looked like something they worked
from the training
yeah,
ground.
Yeah, they worked on it from the training ground. Because after the goal got in, I saw Pep like pointing to somebody and on the bench. I think maybe the set piece coach or something.
Yeah.
And it was like
crazy.
Like,
And there's a misconception I would like to clear. Like Liverpool fans, I know we don't like to lose, but like some people are getting it wrong. You cannot be offside from a corner kick, because they were trying to make comparisons from that with the goal we scored in the Carabao Cup final against
somebody actually
Chelsea.
mentioned it too.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't offside.
Yes, you can't be offside from a throw in. You can't be offside from a corner kick. A direct corner. So it's not.
Because Ike was impeding McAllister's movement, if I'm not mistaken. Was it McAllister? I think it must have been him.
Yeah. I'm not sure too.
So he stopped him from moving in what looked like an offside position if he was in regular play, but he wasn't regular play. It was a corner kick. And yeah, Liverpool equalized from the spot, I think a few seconds after the second half. After half time. It was a good penalty. Too quick for the goalkeeper, but
shout out to McAllister though. He has been like very amazing this season. I'm really, really surprised. You guys got him for how much? 35 million?
35 million, which
Wow.
was his release clause.
Wow.
If it wasn't because it was release clause, I think that's at least 80 million pounds.
That's the difference between Liverpool, Arsenal, and City with Chelsea and Man United this season. Because how can you sign McAllister for 35 million and another team is signing Caicedo for 100 million plus? The difference between them this season, it's like night and day.
Yeah.
Like how? Who makes this calls? Who pays? Who
but
approves?
Liverpool were going to pay 100 million for Caicedo anyways.
That was not their priority. They tried to sign him like because they felt like they needed him later after they got money for Fabinho and Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
But they signed McAllister early. You know that they prioritized him.
Mm-hmm.
So Caicedo was just like, oh, who's in the market right now?
It was going to be a panic buy.
Yeah. So, but the one they identified quickly and paid money for. Wow. McAllister, I think if the season ends today, he would be in the team of the season.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
because he played out of position like many times this season.
Yeah.
He played as a DM many times, and he did it fantastically well. So big ups to him. He has been fantastic.
Well, yeah, he's been fantastic, but the talk of him being in a team of this season, because there's been a lot of performers, including Endo. I think Endo for me would be in the team of the season if I was to.
Endo hasn't started enough games to get that call.
The only times when he wasn't starting was because he was at the Asian Cup.
No, before that time, I think there was a time he was just McAllister, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones.
At that point, I think we had just signed him and he wasn't settled yet. But once he settled in, he has been playing all of our games.
I think I felt maybe McAllister started many games as a DM before they eased Endo into it.
Yes.
And Endo, not taking anything if he has been fantastic. I think he's one of like the players that has caught me by surprise, because how can a 30-year-old come from Germany and he's this good and nobody picked him up? Yeah. Like he has been playing.
That signing is a testament of club being German, because obviously a German manager would know the German league.
You guys bought him for how much?
I think 16 million.
Can you imagine?
Euros or pounds.
So sometimes
18 million pounds.
I always tell people sometimes when you hear players being quoted for large amount, it doesn't mean the player is fantastic or anything. If you see another player being quoted for a lesser amount. Arsenal got Jorginho for 12 million, and to be honest, he's like one of our most important players right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so money sometimes doesn't equate quality, or it might equate quality, but it might not be what you need as a club at that moment. Like, you guys signed Endo for how much? 16. They got Caicedo for 100 million plus. Enzo Fernandez the same, and you know, money, like it brings out the fact that money isn't everything in life.
In life and in football as well.
Yeah, and football is life.
Exactly, football is real life, bro.
Yeah.
So, who do you think would go on to win the league? Like, I know that's a tough question to answer right now.
The thing is, I have two answers: one for my head and one for my heart.
Okay.
Yeah, the one for my head, I think Liverpool,
Why did you say Liverpool?
because they are playing like champions.
The way they played against City today, to be honest, I've not seen City rattled like that, especially that second half.
Yeah,
And
you guys are not doing it like based off like tactics or anything. It's just pure football heart, just cojones.
yes,
That's it. Because no matter any people, like any team you put out, any starting 11, maybe it's like the kids or anybody, or you mix it up. There's no Salah, there's no Gakpo, there's no Dawizi. Anybody you put out there, they are ready to like die. And I think the main reason why it's like this is because Klopp announced that he's leaving early. I think that's the X factor. Like, they just want to win everything for that man, because he has really done an amazing job.
But I think Klopp, or the decision to put Salah on the bench almost backfired, because in that first half we lacked X factor. In that first half, I think if we had Salah, we would have done a lot more. Because if we had him from the beginning of the game, there's a high chance that he would have got at least a chance through on goal, and he would be able to put the ball at the back of the net.
Yeah.
Because if we had opened scoring against City, it would be difficult. It would have been difficult for them to come back. Diaz had a couple of chances, fluffed them, which was very disappointing.
He still had a good game.
Yeah, he still had a good game.
He had a good game. He turned Walker.
But bro, if Jota was on that pitch today, he scores at least a brace.
The chances Diaz didn't put in the box, in the net, I think Jota will put them in.
Straight up, bro.
He's probably the most clinical player
at Liverpool. Yeah, I agree. Even ahead of Salah.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, as he thinks Liverpool will win the league from his head, but from his heart, what is he saying? Arsenal, obviously.
Yeah.
For me, this is a tricky question. The more I look at Arsenal, bro, like, the more I look at, because they say defenses win you titles, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the three teams, Arsenal's defense is obviously the strongest, and Arsenal have the best goals difference. I think they've scored more goals than every other team in the Premier League this season. And if you look at those three teams, City have failed to beat either Liverpool or Arsenal. Same with Liverpool. Arsenal actually have beaten both of those teams at the Emirates. So if you are looking at on the basis of that, I think Arsenal have showed every sign at league. I think, and because they challenged for the league last season, it seems like a progression, right? It looks like they've been working on it and they're actually trying to get to a point. So if they win the league this season, I wouldn't be surprised. I would actually feel they deserved it, because you guys have actually been trying to get here and you made the Declan Rice signing we just talked about.
If you win the league, you guys will not sleep up. Be careful what you wish for.
Bro, it's not like I wish for it. I just feel it's going to happen. If
you guys will not sleep.
If it doesn't happen, then you guys will be in trouble as well.
But if you look at the fixtures, the remaining fixtures, Arsenal has like the tougher fixtures. Arsenal are still yet to play City, Chelsea, Spurs, United. Like, out of the remaining 10 games. I don't think
Chelsea and United should be different.
United would be like the match before the last match.
Wow.
And it would be at Old Trafford.
Wow.
So that's tricky.
I'll be watching.
Arsenal.
I'll be there.
Arsenal is also going to Tottenham Stadium, I think, in maybe a month or so.
I'll be there.
So Arsenal has it tougher with fixtures, but sometimes it's the Premier League. Those little teams can actually spoil
But
party.
do you think Arsenal, because the results today, the 1-1 draw between Liverpool and City, some Arsenal fans are actually happy with it. They
Like
feel
me?
like it is advantage Arsenal.
Yes.
You feel like it is advantage
Yeah.
genuinely for you guys.
Yes, I do.
I think it is advantage Liverpool in a way,
How?
because okay, yeah, Liverpool are second now, right?
Yeah.
And you still have to go to City.
Yes.
I
I
don't-
genuinely
don't-
feel
I
like
don't
we can
think-
beat City.
I don't think you can beat City at the Etihad.
I think it will be hard, but I think
If
we
Arsenal go to the Etihad and defeat City, then they deserve to win the league. They should win the league.
can. I think Arsenal
Because
can.
it's not easy to win there. But every team that has won the league competing against City has had to beat them at the Etihad. Liverpool haven't done that.
Yeah.
They've had a draw. If Arsenal goes there and defeats them, then they should. When Leicester won the league, they beat them at their own ground. Liverpool, when we won the league the last time, we had to beat them
The
at the Etihad.
The Etihad is an Anfield. I think it's probably like the two toughest places to go in world football right now. It's not even just in the Premier League.
But I don't like that comparison. But I get you. I get how you mean.
Yeah. I think
In terms of the football they play, yeah, they
Yeah.
make it difficult for
Yeah.
you. But in terms of the other factors, I don't think the Etihad is that intimidating.
I'm okay. I'm talking about the football.
Yeah,
Yeah. But because there are so many intimidating stadiums that the home teams should get slapped.
exactly.
Like the Galatasaray Stadium,
Yeah,
very intimidating.
bro.
But they still get slapped.
If I hear about intimidating stadiums, I always remember Valencia, bro. Was it Valencia? No, it was a Spanish team. Was it Valencia or Atletico Madrid?
Let's go back the Vicente Calderon.
I think, yeah, their former stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vicente
that was the
Calderon.
former stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Liverpool played them. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Atletico Madrid. This was a Europa League fixture.
How many years ago? Was it Villarreal?
No, it wasn't Villarreal.
Villarreal, they don't really have.
It wasn't Villarreal, but it was a Spanish team, bro. Like they made us feel like yes, this is not your territory, and I could feel it. I wasn't even at the stadium.
There are so many
But I could feel it.
intimidating stadiums in Europe. There's the San Siro too can be intimidating.
Yeah,
There's,
Bernabeu,
Yeah, Bernabeu, Camp Nou.
Camp Nou, very intimidating.
The Signal Iduna Park
Yeah,
in Germany.
Germany, Dortmund, yeah.
Yeah, there are so many stadiums like that. But when it comes to like football, there are some teams that they don't really have like the intimidating crowd, but what they do on that pitch. But while some people they have it both, they
Yeah.
have the crowd and what they do on the pitch. And I think
that's
Liverpool,
yeah.
yeah,
Madrid as well.
yeah, and but when it comes to what they do on the field, I think City are probably like City Liverpool are probably. the best.
Where does Arsenal sit in all of that?
I think Arsenal are coming up when it comes to that. What's Arsenal's former stadium? The Ivory.
Yeah.
Ivory too used to be like that, very intimidating, small, compact. The
fans are
crowd
very
close to the pitch, and
yeah.
it was very intimidating.
Uh-huh.
Even the tunnel was intimidating because you were very close to the players and they were staring at you like tall, lanky, bulldog-looking players. So Arsenal are still building it, and with time. But after Liverpool and City in the Premier League, I think Arsenal comes third when it comes to that aspect.
But yeah, I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of smaller teams that have very intimidating stadiums. Anyways, guys, let us know in the comments who do you think would win the Premier League. Is it looking like a 3-horse race, and things are looking very interesting at this point in time? Is it going to be Liverpool? Is it going to be Arsenal or Manchester City to retain their title for the 4th time in a row? Anyway, let's go to Germany because there's a Nigerian there. He's been injured for a while. His name is Boniface. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah,
Boniface.
yeah.
Victor Boniface.
Yeah.
Great player. Shame that he couldn't go to AFCON because he had an injury. But this is a tweet from him. He's been training. Looks like he's very close to returning.
Yeah, he just returned to training.
So he has posted the lyrics. I don't want to make a mess of myself, but I'll try. The lyrics to this Tony Montana song with Skepta and Portable.
That's a very, very, very odd link up.
Bro,
Like,
that
who
link
would
up
have
was
thunk
odd.
it? That's one of the things that if you place it was that's the link up like Leicester winning the league.
Yeah.
Like, one of the most unpredictable link
Some
up.
link ups, you just don't see them coming.
Skepta, like the biggest rap artist in the UK, linking up with Portable. Wow.
But Portable he has worked his way up there. So yeah, congratulations to Portable, by the way.
Yeah.
So Victor Boniface has posted big smoke pẹ̀lú tobacco, Tony Montana,
Yeah.
Waco, Psycho.
Yeah.
I want to explode, fire, ginger.
I think this is
Yeah, bro.
This is the like hottest
song right now.
right
Even
now.
in the UK, it is. So Boniface is very funny with the way he behaves online. I really like it. I think it's one of the.
Sometimes I feel like
players.
it can be too much, but at the end of the day, you post another one and I'll laugh.
I don't think it's too much. I enjoy it. I enjoy every bit of it. I like it. It shouldn't stop, please.
I think it will get to a stage you would stop.
Why?
Osimhen has reduced it drastically.
Yeah.
I think that's the pioneer of like something like that in Nigeria.
But Boniface has a funnier side to it
Yeah,
than Victor.
I feel like he would at some point.
Because Osimhen to me never came across like somebody that could be a comedian if he wasn't a footballer. I just knew that this guy likes to joke with his friends on social media. But this guy comes across because he was even in a comedy skit.
Yeah.
So if he wasn't a football player, there's a high chance he would be a skit maker.
Let's wait and see.
I don't think he would.
Let's wait and see.
Football money is too good, bro. So Boniface looks like he'll be back soon, and Bayer Leverkusen still unbeaten. They had a scare the other day in the Europa League.
Yeah, they left it very late against Karabakh.
2-2 that one ended.
Yeah, Patrick Schick at the death. Wow, that team, they are very resilient. They don't give up. I don't know what Alonso is feeding those boys. Maybe the words or the food. I don't know, but
Alonso, incredible manager. I hope Liverpool find a way to bring him to Anfield.
I hope so too. It's good for the league.
Good for the league.
Yeah,
obviously.
I want him to come.
Alonso is a great manager. I like the way they play. Like the system is, I think they have 3 at the back.
Yeah, they have 3 at the back. Then they have
play with
2
wing backs.
amazing wing backs. That's
Frimpong and
Grimaldo. And Grimaldo was like in the market for like 2 seasons from Benfica. No big team went for him. And look at him now. He has like 20 goal contributions. Him and Frimpong. They have like 10 goals, 11 assists both. Look at what they did to Bayern. They made Bayern look like schoolboys.
Bro, Bayern is thinking of the place right now. Harry Kane is not going to win the league. He left Tottenham because he wants to win silverware, and he has gone to. It's so hilarious. But I was going to talk about Xhaka.
Granit
Xhaka, incredible season he's having.
Yeah.
When he was leaving Arsenal, he felt like this guy's living the limelight. But he's still doing incredibly well in Germany. And
yeah, I think this should like the way we were saying that football is life. I think we should pick lessons from football too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when you leave like a place that you feel like you can't get better than from a sport, and you go to maybe a lower level. That lower level might just like be your chance to shoot at the sky, because he left the Premier League and went to a lesser league. To play for a lesser team, and look at him now. He would be a champion in a couple of weeks or months.
Arsenal are still vying for the Premier League.
Yeah.
They're not sure if they are going to win it or not.
So
but Granit, for sure, is going to.
Don't be afraid to step out from your comfort zone. That's the lesson.
Yeah, we've been talking about a lot of football, but before we go, let us look at the international break coming up, and it's going to be from a Nigerian perspective because obviously we are Nigerians. Nigeria takes on Mali and Ghana, and the manager has left. Jose Paseiro did very well at AFCON. I was very critical of him at the beginning of the tournament, but he made me eat every bit of my word, and I'm actually gutted that he has left.
Yeah, I don't feel like that. I feel like it's a good thing he left. I think he was not playing the Nigerian way, even though he got us to the final.
Yeah, but I thought it worked.
Yeah, it worked, but at the end of the day, we would complain. Let's be honest, we would complain with time, because we're not playing like the type of football we want Nigeria like as a team to play Super Eagles.
Well, I would rather.
We're very pragmatic. Like,
Bro,
it works.
I would rather play ugly and win
I
than
don't think you
play
would.
beautiful football and not
You're a
win
Liverpool
anything.
fan.
Bro, yes I am, but
Yeah. Liverpool fans don't say that. What's wrong with you, bro?
we've not always been like this. Remember, we
Yeah.
used to have Benitez. We had to play
Yeah.
ugly at some point.
Yeah, but I feel like the best Liverpool teams of all time, like if you look at
They
the,
always play beautiful
yeah.
football. Well, bro,
Okay, would you like Mourinho at Liverpool?
not right now, but there was a point in time when I was dreaming to have Mourinho at Liverpool. I wished that he
I
had
wished
come.
he came to Arsenal so before he went to Spurs, but you
Nah,
know
I wouldn't want that
it,
version of him.
it would be easy to turn on him
Yeah,
once things start going bad. If you have a manager that doesn't play like the style you're used to, it will be easy for you to turn on him, and you should just go downhill from there. But would you want Nigeria to employ now? Do you want a local coach or
that's a good question. Obviously, I want us to have a local coach, because even when we played the Ivory Coast, they had a local coach, and
Yeah.
I don't think a foreigner has won AFCON as coach for a while now, because
I
even
think Ave Renard?
yeah, he must have been the last one. But who were the defending champions before the last one? Was it Algeria?
Yeah, I think
And
they had an
and they
Algerian
did
coach.
it with an Algerian coach.
Yeah.
Then Senegal as well did it with Aliou Cisse.
Yeah.
So
When we did it in 2013, so we did it with Stephen Keshi.
Stephen Keshi. So
But
it's difficult for a foreign guy to just come into our football and understand the dynamics of how we play. Like, it's like you're starting all the way from scratch. They need time to build to get to a certain level. But when you have a Nigerian that understands the system, most of the time I think it's a problem as well. The fact that we are limiting any manager's job we are trying to give someone. We are looking at ex-internationals. We are not looking at the local league, for instance. There is this guy, Ogumodede, is the
Coach,
manager of Remo Stars.
Okay.
Remo Stars actually play like a brand of football that is similar to City.
Okay.
And I think having a manager like that in the Super Eagles would be nice if you're talking about style of play. Or
Okay.
even, I don't know if...
But do you think coaches like that will be able to manage like big stars that would come and play with like the Victor Osimhen's and the Alexi Iwobis?
Well, we've not seen him done that yet. But if you don't give him the chance, then how would you know?
I feel like I would really, if they employ somebody like that, I would love it. But the politics that comes to play when it comes to African football,
That's the thing, bro.
you
That's
can't
the thing.
underestimate it, because the annoying thing is they get these coaches that they can't even afford.
Exactly.
I'm sure one day Pascal will come outside and he will call us out. He will call the NFF out that they owe him money.
Well,
It's something that happens every time when we get a foreign coach. And this AFCON, what happened with Ivory Coast winning with a local coach when they started the competition with a foreign coach?
Exactly.
I think it supports our point here that the best person for our football is a local coach.
Yeah.
And even if it's somebody from Remo Stars, I don't care.
Swear down.
Or an ex-international. I
So
really don't care.
we have the... Have you seen the list? We have the list for the Super Eagles, which is out right now, and there is an invitation, a first time invitation for Gabriel Osho, and there is this other name. Let me just go through the names. For the defenders, we have Calvin Bassey returning to after a good AFCON.
Yeah.
Jamilu Collins returns to the team, missed AFCON. I think he plays for a team in the championship.
Cardiff. Yeah,
Cardiff.
Jamilu Collins.
Bruno Amaechi was at AFCON, didn't get game time.
What team
Still
does
in
he
the
play
squad.
for?
I'm not sure. I think Porto, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he's in Portugal, but not Porto.
Okay. I'm not sure. Shemi Ajayi is also in the squad, had a great AFCON.
Yeah, one of our best players.
Kenneth Omero is in the squad. Chidozie Awazie. Gabriel Osho start playing for Nigeria for the first time.
Yeah.
Bright Osayi Samuel.
Sorry, about Gabriel Osho. Somebody mentioned the fact that I saw it in the comment section that why would you bring somebody
I
that...
have the tweet right here.
Yeah.
It's a tweet from at AJ Silva CFC, Mr. Nigerian football. He says the NFF invited Gabriel Osho over Olisanda. Really? What sort of joke is this? They invited a player that probably doesn't know Nigeria exists ahead of a player that would give his life for Nigeria, and you people wonder why our football is crumbling.
So, point of correction, Gabriel Osho obviously knows Nigeria exists because
Of course, he's a
even in
Nigerian.
the championship, when
So
they got
Yoruba
promoted,
boy.
yeah, when they got promoted, he had the Nigerian flag.
Really?
Yeah, I remember it was him, Elijah, and Chinedu. I think they are three.
Ogbene.
Yeah, I think they just got Chinedu when they got promoted.
Chidozie Ogbene.
Yeah, I think they just
That
got
one plays for Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But him and Elijah, when they got promoted to the Premier League, they had the Nigerian flag like around their neck, and
Wow, incredible.
he obviously knows Nigeria exists, and I'm sure he loves Nigeria.
The fact that somebody is born abroad doesn't make them any less of a Nigerian. I mean,
Yeah.
Trust Ekong was our best player AFCON.
Yeah.
He wasn't born in Nigeria. Our right back as well, what's his name again? Olaino
Yeah.
had a great AFCON. He's not in the squad now because they were playing through pain.
Yeah. I think
He
he showed in the final.
Yeah.
He had like a very bad game in the final.
Even Ekong now cannot play until the end of the season.
Yeah. So
because he
be
was playing
careful
through
when
pain.
when you call these people out. Know that they played through the pain for us, and they actually love the country, because those injuries might be career ending. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be kind with your words, and
And no be today safe. We've always had like diaspora talents, and I think it goes as far back as the 80s, because there used to be a guy called, I was doing my research one time and I saw about Ruben Agbola. Do you know that guy?
I've heard, but I don't really know the story.
I think he was mixed race, and he played for us in
Yeah.
way back in the
We've
80s.
had players who like the Fashion Brothers.
Yeah.
Um.
Even though it didn't quite work out for John Fashion with Nigeria. We've
Yeah.
had Odem Winge,
Yeah.
probably my favorite Super Eagles player ever.
So many players, and I'm a strong believer of the fact that we should, if we have the opportunity of inviting players that in diaspora that were not born here but
Yeah.
identify as Nigerians, we should always grab the opportunity, because it's not just us. Look at the Italian national team. The Jorginho plays for Italian national team. He's Brazilian.
Yeah.
Emerson.
I always forget Jorginho is Brazilian.
Yeah,
That's the
he's
fakest
Brazilian.
Brazilian ever.
Diego Costa is Brazilian. He
Yeah.
played for Spain.
That one, immediately you see Diego Costa.
Their
you
own
know
is
this
even more worse than ours, because these players, they come, like Jorginho came to Italy when he was 15.
Oh,
Yeah, he didn't speak any Italian or anything.
wow.
He's not Italian, but right now he's Italian by
Passport.
and he plays for them. So these people that you call whatever names you call, they are people that want to play for the country, that have dreamed of playing for the country ever since they were young. They are Nigerians. Let's just leave it at that.
Talking about diaspora talent, Cyril Desas returns to the team
Yeah.
as one of the forwards. We have Taiwo Awoniyi as well, Kelechi Iheanacho, Victor Osimhen, and Sadiq Umar
Yeah.
returning to the squad. For the wingers, we have Moses Simon, Nathan Taylor, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, and Ademola Lookman. Is Ademola Lookman a winger? For me, he's a forward.
Yeah, he plays from he can be both.
For me, he's a forward. Well, for the midfielders, there's Alex Iwobi, another diaspora talent. Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi is back. Wow, incredible. We have Alhassan Yusuf and Raphael Onyedika. For the goalkeeper, there's Stanley Nwabali, who had a stellar performance at AFCON. Francis Uzoho and Ojo Olorunleke keeps his place. So the goalkeeping department has not changed. Let's see what goes on with the Super Eagles.
I'm pretty excited about Nathan Taylor.
Yeah, Nathan Taylor. Did I mention him?
Yeah, he's part of like the players at Leverkusen, and recently has been getting game time.
Yeah, I think he made his debut already for Nigeria.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think in a qualifier or friendly, I'm not sure.
So guys, we've come to the end of the show. It's been good having myself back alongside Aziz. I mean, we've not stopped talking about the game, but it's just the only difference is that we're doing it on screen right now, and hopefully we'll be more consistent this time.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and there's a lot of interesting content coming that I'm sure you guys would love. So make sure you stay tuned. Follow us on social media. My social media is at Move Deep across all platforms. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That it will be somewhere around around the screen.
Same as mine.
What's your username?
On X.
So you have different usernames for X and for Twitter?
I do different names.
Do people do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Incredible.
Many people do it.
We're going to stick it on the screen for you.
Yeah, so you can hit the follow button and like our content. And a lot of people, I don't know, like during our hiatus, a lot of people have been asking me, yo, how far now? When are you guys coming back?
We are back now, guys.
So we're back now. So don't forget to like, share, and comment.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Don't just watch. Make sure you subscribe after liking it. Let's give them a second for them to like it.
Yeah, and subscribe.
Do it now if you haven't done it. Go back, do it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back very, very soon with some interesting content. Yeah. I've been Mubarak and he's been
Abdulaziz.
And we are over and
out.